So I have 5 minutes because I don't have a lot of space left on this phone for now. But what I'll say is that everything that I've been saying is true. It's the actual story of the movie Critic, right? And so there's Quentin's evil, right? And that's like one thing, right? But then the real tragedy is that $2 billion enterprises, Sony and William Morris Endeavor, have allowed him to perpetuate this sick campaign, right? The pinnacle of the evil, right? That everything that he did, right? After I mailed William Morris Endeavor and said it's bullshit that we're still doing this, right? And sure, I blew it per his standards, right? But I suspect that WME and Mike Simpson were like, you need to talk to this guy. You need to, right? It's time for you to pull your head out of your ass, right? And in his mind, he was like, no, I'm the big psychic swinging dick. And so I'll drive him to madness, right? And then WME won't see that he's anything other than mentally ill. Right? And so what I'm saying is that, again, right, like this is a pendulum, right? That it swings both ways, right? That for all that he's spent crawling into my mind, right, he also has opened up his mind and allowed me all the way in, right? Him and the people around him. Perhaps it's all him, right? But what I'm saying is that I suspect his wife is involved, Daniela, right? I suspect he has another younger girl that's involved, that he has a coven of witches, right? And they all get their jollies, right? Living that Hollywood lifestyle. Being savage, psychic occultists. Right? Which I'm too. Right? But I meditate on geometry, right? I meditate on God. Right? They meditate on finding people, right? On being a voyeur. Right? And so my point is that he's engendered a condition in both of our psyches, right? And this is where my anxiety comes from. Right? Because it's not enough that I did everything that I did. Right? Like that's obviously not enough. Right? Like me abandoning my job, abandoning all my worldly possessions, right? All to make it right. Right? Told him I'd build him a planter. I was slaving away, you know, like sweating with a cheap Chinese plasma cutter because that's all I could afford. Right? All the while Quentin's saying, oh, arts and crafts is for fags. Right? You gotta have balls to be in the movies, etc., etc. Right? No, he does. Right? That art has a capital A. Right? And geometry is a big part of that. Oh, he's never understood why. He don't know shit about the compass. He don't know nothing. Right? He has a collection of pictures. That's like, right? That he has old daguerreotypes and shit. And he like time travels in his mind. Right? That's like, right? Which is possible, right? It's all there in the beginning of my novel. Right? So my point is that whatever he tells people, right, that the reason that we're here now, right, is because I turned it all on him, right? And we're approaching that moment soon enough, right? That on the perfect minute, I pulled out my little compass, had my picture of Allison, right? Boom, stabbed a fucking circle in the center of each of her eyes and put 2 interlaced pentagrams, right? Where do you think they landed? Right? On Quentin and Daniela's eyes, because they're the ones who are actually abusing me, that's the point. God sees through the bullshit, right? Allison, she ain't got nothing to do with it. Right? But this is where my anxiety comes from. Right? Because it's like, okay, you wanna do something. Right? You wanna say, oh, I have this daughter, oh no, Hamlet, the Discovery Institute wants to help you play Hamlet, Anastasia wants to help you play Hamlet, oh, all these women are in love with you, and, you know, it's all bullshit. Oh gosh, so much bang, right? But then when I don't do that, right, and I palpably turn it all on him, right? This is unequivocal, right? That rather than seeing it for what it is, right, in terms of Quentin, rather than saying, okay, no, he's, right, that he's just staying aloof in his ivory tower, going, no, I'm famous. I'll be as evil as I want. Right? And it's engendered a dangerous psyche in both of our conditions, right? That whatever he's talking about to the people around him, he's not well in his mind, right? That I've crawled all the way into his mind, just like he's crawled all the way into mine. Right? And so this is why he tortured me when he was at con. This is why he's going to torture me